Hello, I'm Antonio Mora. This is the news and news.com day in brief on Wednesday, February 27th at about 7 p.m. The reality television president has now spawned reality television Congress. To nobody's surprise, given the state of American politics today, a congressional hearing degenerated into a remarkably embarrassing spectacle. A very contrite Michael Cohen testified that his former boss, Donald Trump, is a racist, a cheat, and a con man. He provided further evidence that Trump was a liar who may have violated campaign finance laws, specifically when it came to paying hush money to Stormy Daniels. Cohen also testified that Trump, his company, and his foundation engaged in conduct that could well be criminal. More important, if true, is that Cohen sustains Trump knew that Russia was interfering in the 2016 election, was aware that Roger Stone talked to Julian Assange, and had advanced knowledge that Trump knew WikiLeaks would publish stolen emails from the Democratic National Committee. Trump and Stone denied that. In Trump's favor, Cohen again claimed he'd never been to Prague to meet with agents of the Kremlin, a key claim in the scandalous dossier against Trump. The divide was clear among Democrats and Republicans. The former thought we learned something new and outrageous today. The latter thought the hearing was a new low in American politics, and that the committee should not have allowed a convicted criminal who had already lied to Congress a public forum. The chair of the Oversight Committee, Elijah Cummings, said that we are better than this and that we must give our children a democracy that is intact. Anyone who watched today's hearing might question whether either is true. Republicans were furious that the Cohen hearing was held at all, but especially today when Trump and North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un had their first evening of meetings in Hanoi, Vietnam. The White House has not given details on the conversations at what was described as a social dinner. The leaders greeted each other warmly, with Trump praising what he called a very special relationship, saying he hopes a lot of things are going to be solved. More extensive meetings will begin soon on what is already Thursday in Vietnam. The hope is to persuade North Korea to take specific steps to denuclearize in exchange for promises of security and development. With Cohen and the summit sucking all the air out of the newsroom, you probably didn't hear that the House passed the most important gun control legislation in decades. The mostly party-line vote mandates federal criminal background checks on all gun sales, including private transactions. The Senate isn't likely to pass it, and Trump would veto it anyway. But it's another example of how our democracy isn't intact on both sides of the aisle. First, Republicans are burying their heads in the sand because studies have shown background checks work and Americans overwhelmingly support them. Second, most Democrats refuse to vote in favor of language added to the bill that would require reporting undocumented immigrants to ICE if they attempt to buy a gun. That language was approved because 26 Democrats joined the other side. Again, both parties playing to their respective bases, ignoring common sense. Speaker Pelosi is calling for the House Ethics Committee to monitor social media in the wake of a seemingly threatening tweet sent by Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz. In an apparent attempt to intimidate Michael Cohen before today's hearing, Gaetz asked whether Cohen's wife knows about his girlfriends and taunted him by writing, quote, "I wonder if she'll remain faithful when you go to prison. She's about to learn a lot." A former White House ethics chief said Gaetz should be arrested for witness tampering. The congressman has deleted the tweet and apologized. Speaker Pelosi also used some politician speak today in describing the so-called Green New Deal, stating, quote, "I can't say we're going to take that and pass that." Her comment comes after increasing criticism over the enormous costs and feasibility of implementing the proposals. She has, however, formed a select committee to study climate change solutions. The conflict between India and Pakistan over the disputed Kashmir region is raising tensions between the nuclear-armed rivals to a level not seen in decades. Accounts differ, but both countries claim they have downed each other's jets, and Pakistan has captured at least one Indian pilot. This comes a day after Indian planes bombed inside Pakistan in retaliation for an attack by Pakistani-based terrorists that killed at least 40 Indian soldiers 2 weeks ago. The crisis has disrupted international flights. At least 25 people were killed today at a train station in Cairo when a train exploded after it crashed into a barrier and a blaze swept through the platforms. At least 25 people were killed. The accident reportedly was triggered by a brawl among two conductors. The Egyptian train station is a place where tourists go to the Nile Valley. In our alternate universes segment, the great divide between conservative and liberal media, the right downplayed the Cohen hearing as a waste of time that brought nothing new and that distracted from the summit in Vietnam, a story they gave far more attention to than the left did. Liberal media generally played up Cohen as earth-shattering while downplaying the summit. In an incredible medical story from Japan, a baby who was born weighing 268 grams, less than 2/3 of a pound, has become the smallest boy in the world to be sent home healthy. He was born in August and now weighs more than 7 pounds. But proving girls are tougher than boys, the smallest girl still holds the record, having been born at 252 grams in Germany 4 years ago. FedEx is planning to start testing robots this summer that will handle home deliveries from different partners, including Walmart and Pizza Hut. Dean Kamen, the inventor behind the Segway, is designing the robots. They could become part of FedEx's same-day service that operates in 1,900 cities around the globe. Companies are also testing autonomous cars and drones to save money, especially in the so-called last mile, because that accounts for half or more of total package delivery costs. The robots will ring doorbells. How? Beyond me. And I hope they bring change, which is something my pizza delivery guys never have. We have all those stories and much more updated around the clock 7 days a week on newsandnews.com, where you will find all you need to know in one place. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the right of your screen just below this video. Please follow us on Facebook at Real News and News, and follow me on Twitter at AMoraTV. I will see you again tomorrow.